What is up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my own new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. They have returned from their long break and it's about to be a shit show again. And first of all, why did y'all title it season 9? It's not season 9, it's a continuation of season 8, which should be season 7. Y'all take too many breaks when it comes to this show and it gets confusing. It's like, what the hell do y'all be doing? Like, Love Mitch Huntsville takes too many breaks where they film almost all year long and we never get a complete break from them. Like, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, we pick up where we left off, which was the girls trip. And Destiny wanted to have an argument with Mel, believing that she has the capability of calling out Mel for forming a relationship with Ariane when it came down to discovering she was cheating with her husband. But that didn't make any sense because Destiny perceived it from Melody getting information from Ariane was her forming a relationship. No, Destiny, that was her collecting information to discover if Martell was still lying and was still cheating. And why am I going down this rabbit hole to explain it as if we are not aware of this conversation or not aware of this information that was already revealed seasons ago? So why are you bringing it up as if this is new information? Because you want to call out that Melody is a proponent of respectful cheating, which don't make no fucking sense. Why would Melody be in an agreement of teaching the mistress how to properly cheat with her husband? If that's the case, Melody would have still been with him. But no, she's been divorced from him for the last 5 years. So what are you trying to do with this, Destiny? Stupidest shit to have ever come out of your damn mouth. Like, it's no reason. Then after back and forth, Destiny stands up for no reason because she knew that she was looking dumb as hell by saying, I perceived it like this, sounding stupid, believing that you had an actual stand in something, you had an actual point in something. But no, you just want to have an argument. You just want to have a moment. That's exactly what it was. Believing that you're going to catch Melody in a lie, catch Melody in some type of like, you act like this, but you believe this, but you act like this. I don't know what the fuck is in Destiny's mind. It's all mush. But like I said, Destiny stands up. She got aggressive. Everybody who has felt that energy before stood up without instinct, without fail. And Tisha took her ass outside. And that's the shit I can't stand with Destiny. Destiny has gotten away with being aggressive. She has gotten away with being combative. And she's never been called out for it because apparently everybody has been enabling Destiny's behavior and have gone along with it. Who does that remind y'all of? Martell. So while trying to calm her outside, she said, I just can't stand it when folks lie to my face. I just can't stand it when you're sitting here lying to me. Destiny, we could say the same about you, how you have sat on multiple platforms and have lied to our faces. We are tired as well. We are frustrated as well. So for Stormy is like, okay, so what did you want out of this moment? Because she can see Melody was hurt, but I can also see you was hurt. But I need you to express what are you being hurt about. She says she's tired of Mel dragging her, dragging my name. I need to know what's the difference of dragging you and also checking you on the things you've done. There's a difference though. If Melody is checking you about the things you said and done to her to hold you accountable, that's not dragging. I just want to know if you knew the difference. And Stormy, the way that you just dismissed Destiny's behavior by saying this was just her being passionate, it wasn't her being aggressive, it wasn't her doing the most, she was acting out in passion, is a crock of bullshit. Was she acting out in passion when she was arguing with you and she stood up in an aggressive manner towards you? Was it passion when she threw a chair at you? Was it passion when she was being combative towards you and called you sweet instead of Stormy? I just want to know, Storm, because the way you just giving excuses is crazy to me. So Destiny's come back, and Melody was like, listen, if we're going to keep on moving forward, we're not going to have this type of energy where folks are going to be standing up and, leaning over people. That's not going to work for me. And Destiny says, oh no, I wasn't leaning over. I wasn't going to lunge at you. I was actually standing up to leave, which is bullshit, Destiny. You were not standing up to leave. You were standing up in an aggressive manner, like you're about to stand up and do something. You're about to stand up and charge at somebody. And Millie didn't even believe you. She said, this is typical Destiny behavior. She's like, I'm going to cut up And I'm going to apologize for it. And I'm also going to convince you that the way I just acted a couple seconds ago wasn't what you thought it was. It wasn't me being aggressive. It wasn't me being angry. I wasn't trying to do anything to you. I was just trying to do this bullshit. This was you trying to have a moment, and Melody was not going to give you that moment. And it flashes back to the reopening of Madani when Destiny wanted to have a moment with Mel, because it was the assumption that Melody didn't say hi to her, but she did. And when she didn't get what she wanted, she walked out and yelled. And Melody said, I don't have time for moments. Don't have time. So knowing that this argument drained the rest of this evening, Melody wants to salvage it by saying, listen, I don't want to have any more draining conversations. I don't want to talk about nothing else. I'm actually still hungry. So I want to go back to the mansion and get some food. But Destiny wanted to still argue and also clear up the assumption that Martell and Destiny might have slept together. And Melody wasn't listening. She wasn't trying to hear this. She walked off. And how Destiny wanted to say this is what Melody does. Melody likes to walk away from the tough conversations. She doesn't want to resolve things. She wants to walk away from it. And I don't have time for this. I don't. And Tisha wants to say, but that's not fair. We were talking, we were communicating. I say, shut the fuck up, Tisha. You're only doing this because you're still feeling salty about them damn rooms. And you wanted to have this moment. That's why you instigated this whole situation. Now you want to talk about you're exhausted, you want to go home? Girl, go home. Go home, go home. And let me get to this confessional look you had. Horrible. Top to bottom. Horrible. But now since Tisha is still wanting to have a moment, she decided as her running up on Shanita, it's because Shanita yelled out, come on, Ops, come on, Ops. The first day of the trip, Shanita called Tisha an op because of her perspective of still becoming friends with someone that you know had a history with another person. And she just kept on calling her name. And yes, Tisha felt like you don't know me, you don't know anything about me to call me out my name, to call me an op. But at the same time, I'm not mad at Shanita's perception of Tisha. It is actual factual, it is the truth. But don't call me out of my name and don't assume you know something about me based off just you knowing me. So I can understand that Tisha did have right to defend herself. But you getting aggressive and running up on Shanita was a big no-no. You should have said something to her as soon as she called you out the first time, because you laughed at it. Now, Kimmy came in quick to diffuse it and saw that Shanita was like, she ran up on me. You know what I can do that she ran up on me? And that's what Kimmy was trying to calm Shanita down first. Because, baby, I got stuff to lose. She don't got nothing to lose, right? And it's just the whole back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Tisha is doing the whole crying, expressive thing to Mel, how I'm not the one. She don't know me. She don't know nothing about me, to call me an op, to call me out of nothing. And you know, Kimmy, she annoyed me the most though, the way that she was super hard trying to convince Shanita that when you call somebody out their name, be expected for that smoke. Well, that smoke was given to me when she approached me. When she ran up on me and she touched me, oh yeah, I caught that smoke, and now I have the right to give her more smoke, which is what Kimmy came in and saved. Kimmy came in and saved Tisha from getting her ass whooped. Props to Tisha for standing up for herself, but knowing that Tisha only stands up for herself when she has liquid courage and an audience. And I already know Kimmy is only doing this because she has to stay 10 toes down for Tisha, because they're both the wives of Scott's brothers. She got to be down for the Scotts. This is the only reason why. Knowing that Kimmy said in the confessional that she did invade her personal space. She did run up on her. But then you want to still absolve Tisha's behavior for running up on her, believing that that's an excuse for her doing this because she got called an ops. Baby, you can't excuse one behavior and then call out somebody else's behavior. So that's why Shania says, what do you want me to do? You want me to call her? Okay, I won't call her the ops no more. Can I call her messy? Can I call her messy? Because she has been messy. Can I do that? Can I do that? What you want me to do? Just stop doing it? And listen, again, I'm not really mad at Shanita. I'm really not. The fact that she was able to put a name towards Tisha's behavior was the truth, because Tisha was messy. She was messy from the beginning when she wanted this to happen. She wanted the argument between Mel and Destiny. She did. That's the only thing that I am leaving it at that, okay? So, in the midst of trying to calm things down, Destiny decided to pull Sunny to the side to have another conversation, i.e., another moment, believing that she's going to get a real moment with Sunny. And it's just her trying to force Sunny to admit that they were friends or they were cool. But out of Destiny's own mouth, we may not have been friends, but we were cool enough. Because Sunny said, just because I said we never were friends, I never said we weren't cool. Like the whole entire time of Destiny trying to convince Sunny to just say we were friends, we were friends, we were friends. But no, we were not friends. And if you said out of your own mouth, we might not have been friends, but we were cool enough. Being cool enough is not friends. That's a whole different level of pretty much at the getting to know you stage, and you barely knew Sunny as well as you trying to make it seem. She was barely your producer for less than a couple of months. Why are you attaching yourself so deeply, so emotionally to someone you really did not even know like that? It's weird. And then in this moment, Destiny is crying. Destiny is Destiny is a parasite. Destiny is a leech. Okay? Destiny is the envy emoji. Okay? But she has an obsessive trait to it where she wants to infiltrate you. She wants to become you. She wants to be like you. She wants to be you. That's what I'm getting from Destiny. Now, when you told Sunny, but why you keep trying to rub it in my face? My thing is this though, Destiny, you never gave them the satisfaction of trying to rub it in your face when you too busy trying to call out that you can take him back without fail. He knows where home is. You said you had him after me. We were sharing dinglings. I have his heartstrings. Destiny, you were saying a lot of petty shit to try to make it seem as if Sonny and Moses don't have a real relationship, like they're not really in love. And you can pretty much say, I can take your man back at any time, which I said before. It's not a flex to me that you can say you can take somebody else's man. That's not a flex. That's you pretty much accepting you're willing to be second choice. You're willing to be somebody else's side piece. You're not willing to be someone else's first choice, the main choice. So all of this is pretty much the embarrassment that you're pretty much projecting on everybody else, that after the 15 years you've been with Moses, you've never gotten close to being a wife. You never gotten close to being anything but a jump off. Nothing close to being a bed wench. Nothing close to being someone you fly and fuck. That's all you had. Sorry to say it that way, Destiny, but that's how you present yourself to be, okay? And I don't see how Sunny wouldn't defend her relationship if you coming at her with all this energy. You gonna miss me with that. And this is the part where you never take accountability. You never take accountability for the shit that comes out of your mouth that you say in anger that has no merit, no reasoning to add. You just like to say it just to have something to say. And it's annoying as fuck. It really, really is. And it's like, what's the purpose of this conversation? What do you want out of this? You're not going to force Sunny to admit that y'all were friends because you guys weren't friends. Why are we doing this? Why? Then she want to say, you don't even acknowledge that I ended it with him. Okay, you want a fucking cookie? You ended it with him. Why are you trying to make it seem as if Sunny came in while y'all were still together? Why are you trying to make it seem as if she slithered her way in your relationship when you broke up with him? Again, Destiny, your lies, your lies, your lies. Your lies, baby. First, you said you broke up with him 5 months. Then you said you loved him until August. And then a lie you did, you revealed that you ain't seen him in a year when y'all had that scene where you were like, I'm still her and he is still him. The lies just keep on coming. You really tried to make it seem as if Sonny came in your relationship. He took your man up under you as if you didn't know, but you weren't even with him. Moses was a single man doing what single men do, and he chose Sonny. Sorry. Don't know how many times it can be said, yes, it looks bad. It looks sketchy. At the end of the day, they are married. You have to get the fuck over it and move on. Oh my God, I cannot. Like, what do you want this? What do you want Saint to do? Admitted that I came in, I was your friend, and I stole your man? That's not going to happen because she wasn't your friend and she didn't steal your man. Now it's like it was too planned. It was too ironic. And then since she didn't get what she wants to walk away. Don't walk away, baby. You wanted this conversation. You brought me to the side. And I'm telling you, we weren't friends. I never meant for my happiness to hurt you. It is what it is. This is not what I set out to do. I didn't set out to do this to you. She don't believe it. Then why are we having this conversation? Why aren't you believing Sunny when she's telling you, I never meant to hurt you. I never meant for this to make you feel some type of way. This is not what I wanted to do. She said we were cool. Cool. We spoke on the phone. Fine. What the fuck you want? But then when you walk away after you're not getting what you want, it leaves these unresolved. Don't do that. Just like how you wanted to walk away the first time. Yeah, nobody's gonna chase you, Destiny, because this is your this is your go-to. You like to have conversations. When you don't get what you want, you walk away because you expect someone to chase you. I'm not chasing you. If you come and pull me to the side, we're going to have a conversation where you're going to hear my side and I'm going to hear your side. But Destiny don't like to hear other people's side. She wants what she believes to be what they believe. If she believes you did something to her, you need to say you did something to her. But if it's not the truth and it's not their truth, Destiny don't want to hear it. And I don't have time. I am moving the fuck on. I cannot with Destiny. I really cannot. Like, it's way too much for me. It's annoying as hell. I cannot. So everybody makes it back to the house. Destiny talks about she needed to calm down because she didn't want to go to jail. And thanks to her fake ass life coach and therapist, she's been learning how to navigate relationships, learn how to sit in her truth and people's untruths and blah, 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 blah. No, you mean your untruths. And you can't find a way to remove your untruths to accept what people have said about you, have actually said about the situation. Okay. So Destiny is at the stairs. And when she sees Melody, she mouths, "I'm sorry," on the screen. Mouths it. Not said it, mouths it, where we didn't hear her. And Melody comes over and says, it's okay, we'll talk. And then she looks at Mel and says, I love you. And we all know Destiny was waiting for Mel to repeat it, but she didn't. Destiny is seeking such validation where it's kind of crazy. She wants so much acceptance and validation from Mel because she wants the friendship back. But this is not how you act, Destiny. And here it is again. Her being a two-faced ass bitch. Her being a fake ass liar by saying, I am only saying sorry because of how our argument led to me saying it. I'm not saying sorry because I said it. I'm saying sorry because of our argument. I'm sorry because of our tension between one another, the energy. Because I do believe that she's being a hypocrite, that she was running for respect for cheating, and you need to just hold yourself accountable and admit this is what you believe, and it's a bunch of bullshit. For me, it's like, what is the purpose of this? Why double down on some bullshit that came out of your mouth and say you're sorry, but you're not sorry? I do believe in that moment you wanted to appear to be like a lost puppy dog, a lost child, like, please forgive me. Like, it's a trap. All it is a trap. And then you said this before, how you say Melody is now her black and white, how she's a hypocrite, how she likes to play in gray. No, Destiny, you like to play in gray areas. Because you like to over-exaggerate, conflate issues, conflate situations, mix up timelines and dates to fit the narrative you want everyone to understand and believe, and it never works. So the fact that you're trying to say Mel's being hypocritical about being black and white, no, baby, you're not black and white. You're gray, you're muddy, you're green, you're all over the place. Like, I really cannot. Like, you are stuck in that time frame of the friendship you lost with Mel, just like Martell is stuck in that time frame where he lost his marriage to Melody. It's kind of crazy how you and Martell think so much alike. It's really, really crazy. So then she has this conversation with Tisha by the pool, and Destiny believes that there's still some hope because all of this tension, all of this energy, I believe there is some things. Baby, I don't give a shit. And Tisha, you're enabling Destiny's delusions, and I don't know why, by saying, I still believe you guys love each other. I can't tell Tisha, but whatever. Melly talks to Shanita, and she tells her, when I saw Destiny on the stairs, she mouths to me and says, I'm sorry. But you've been sorry in the past, and things still kept happening. Melody was over Destiny and the issues they had long time ago. She really wanted to let this be about peace and be nice and be cordial, but don't get it twisted, because I'm willing to be nice and cool with you. I'm not accepting new friends. I'm not accepting old friends. I don't have time for new friend applications, okay? And as I'm looking at this moment, she said, I can see that Destiny likes to over exaggerate things. And for you to try to call me out by saying I'm trying to be friends with my ex-husband's mistress and teach her to respectfully cheat, what the fuck? Why would you say some shit like that? The fact that that came out of your mouth, it makes me question everything else you've ever said about. Like anything you've ever told me, now I can question it and act as if you've never really told me any truth. You've been lying to me, you've been over exaggerating things to me, you've never really been real with me. And I believe it. So now it's the next day. Melody has an ATV ride, excursion for them, and Destiny, she was all in her feelings when it came down to the ATV rides because she said, I hope I don't get to ride with Mel, because it flashes back to the Vegas trip when they was in that slingshot. So I'm like, is Destiny gonna always revert back to her memories with Mel? That's all I'm gonna get out of this. So she's gonna just keep on coming up with moments of remembering Mel, remembering the friendship, remembering what they had. But baby, you can't believe that you can have this back when you've done so much shit to Mel, when you've lied on Mel. Like, you can't expect that. So the Island Boys are back. They're in charge of co-hosting the ATV rides, especially the one that Melody's been flirting with this entire time. And Tisha has something to say about Melody getting all the attention from an Island Boys, but hey, it is what it is. She's single. And then Kimmy, oh my God, Kimmy. She had to make a comment that the way the order for all the ladies to be riding the ATVs and Tisha and her were last, and then connected it with how they got the rooms. It's like, Kimmy, go home, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. It is not that fucking deep that you got picked last, or the order of all the ladies being ridden in the ATVs let you guys out on purpose. No. And there was only 2 ATVs. So you can't make it seem as if you got picked last on purpose. Like, stop, Kimmy. This ungrateful. Like, it's just crazy how people can act so ungrateful. It's unnecessary. I really get annoyed when people act ungrateful. So while they're headed to the top of, I believe, a building to oversee the entire island, which is a gorgeous view, Melody, Shanita, Lauren, Trisha, Stormy, and Destiny were huddled up where Melody gave Destiny grace for revealing the text messages that pretty much tells that Moses was playing both sides. He was saying things to you, he was saying things to Sonny, and I can understand how that makes you feel, knowing that while giving her this grace, did anybody actually look at the messages on Destiny's phone? Did we actually see those messages? Because y'all can show everything else on the screen, but y'all can't show Destiny's phone. For all we know, she could be looking at 2 years ago messages, 5 years ago messages, no doubt. But at the end of the day, fine. But this is Melody's point of trying to move forward, get an understanding so she can give Destiny, I hear you and I get it, okay? So now that that's been established, what is the plan to move forward? How can we coexist? How can we be cordial? Destiny's all about they can take their asses back to St. Louis. They're here too often. They're talking about me, made them worthy. They're talking about me way more than they ever have. That's why. Destiny, shut the fuck up and go somewhere, please. Go, 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 go. You cannot make somebody go anywhere. Okay, Destiny? Like, you don't have the power to take anybody anywhere. You don't have that. Like, ew. Like, I would never let a bitch see me sweat. Like, if you took my ex, you took my ex. I don't give a shit. I am with my new man. I am straight. Like, oh my God. Oh, I cannot. Like, okay, so what else happened? So yeah, Sunny. She talks about, Sunny used to work with all of us, so we are aware of her. But Destiny, she wants to hold on to the fact that while y'all have gotten to know her, y'all worked with her, y'all never hung, separately with her. Melody called out Stormy for hanging out with her. Stormy said, no, I didn't hang out with her. It's never been a one-on-one thing. I only know her as a producer. Okay, cool. So Melody was just pretty much saying, I just want everyone to have a good time. I just want everyone to enjoy themselves. So Destiny cuts Melody off to apologize to her. And now she says, I understand that how things can make you feel when you've been reminded of the things that have hurt you when it comes to Martell. Destiny tries to cry and says, I understand that pain now. And I'm looking at the screen. What pain do you recognize, ma'am? You're not even shedding the same type of pain of your divorce. You're not shedding the same type of pain of being left in your driveway with divorce papers after 3 weeks of giving birth to your first child. I'm not seeing you shed pain of losing your business. What pain have been reminded Destiny, what pain have you been feeling? I don't get it. I don't believe it. What are you talking about? You really are trying to create that you and Mel are in the same boat. That the things that Martell have done to her is the same as what Sonny and Mose have done to her. Absolutely not. They are not the same things. So seeing Destiny crying and apologizing, Melody came over to give her a hug, the trap has been set. I see Destiny manipulating this entire thing. It's like she's really believing that their friendship could really be a possibility, but it's not. She ain't falling for it. She's only doing this because she was raised right. I am not trying to be a bad host. I don't want nobody to have a bad experience while being on this trip that was made by me. I want everybody to be in a safe space, a cool space. That's what I want. I want everybody to move forward. That's all I want to do. Now, all the ladies make it to the rest of the building. Melody's flirting with the island boy again. I already said it. She's feeling happy. She's feeling free. She's loving the island. And that, all of us are successful black women enjoying new things, experiencing new things while having a good moment. Destiny pulled Melody to the side to have another deep conversation. So, they're talking about their friendship, okay? Now, Destiny says the first time that Melody expressed how things have made her feel was the first time from that dinner. I don't believe that was the first time Melody has confided in you or expressed to you that you still being friends with Martell made her feel away. And like she said, do you honestly think that you being my friend, I wouldn't feel some type of way about me calling you on the phone, me crying to you, how about this man is hurting me, he's dogging me out, you laughing and saying, oh my God, it's your ex calling me, I gotta call you back. You don't think that's gonna make me feel away? And you my friend. All Destiny can say was that was one time. One time too many, Destiny. That's not the point. You're supposed to be my friend. And you're still hanging out with this fool who's hurting me, who's putting me through all types of hell, and you not finding that to be an issue? No. No, but then here she goes again, flipping the narrative that, okay, your pain's been acknowledged, but can you acknowledge my pain? What pain is that? That you're a liar? Now, when it came down to her being called a liar, turns out, Destiny, Melly never called you a liar. The fans have called you a liar. I have called you a liar because you lied so many times. That's what you did. And then let's not forget the way you acted when you didn't get what you want out of Melody. You wanted to threaten her by saying, I know where the bones are buried. I can expose them secrets. Like Melody said, how am I supposed to believe you're my friend and you're willing to expose me? Expose me about what? So not addressing that she has said things out of anger, out of frustration. She still wants to say, well, this is what happens when people say things that grow legs, right? What grew legs is you said I could have slept with Martell. No, Destiny. Melody said, I don't know what you would have done. And I don't know, put nothing past people. She never said she believed you slept with Martell. That was Tisha. But at the same time, the whole rumor or statement that you might have slept with Martell has already been something circulating ever since you've been still friends with him throughout everything. It's already been something that people have already been talked about. It's not a far-fetched thing to say, Destiny. It's really not. So you said I'm not, and if I tell you I'm not, I'm not. So what else? Okay, well, you want to have that moment where you say things grow legs. How about this growing legs? You telling my mom, worry about pimping out your daughter. It flashes back to Madani. When she had that argument with Mel, Miss Van wanted to tell her to be mindful, be careful, worry about your business, worry about your business. And then that's when she said, worry about pimping out your daughter. Where'd that come from? Now, Destiny, she don't want to, she's backpedaling, she's talking in circles. She can't come up with a reason why she said it. All she can say was, I know I apologize to Ms. Van, and I apologize to you about it. But that's not what Melly want to hear. I want to hear, why did you say it? Now she's not even answering, because she can't answer it. Where did it come from? Because you just came out the blue at your re-grand opening to say, my mama's a pimp. Where'd that come from? Destiny can't say shit. The fact that she believes that all she can say is, I'm sorry, and can you accept my apology? Can you move forward? No. Because this is something that you need to explain. You too busy trying to call out everybody else to explain what they meant when they said this. You too busy trying to hold everybody accountable for them to explain what they meant by doing this, explain what it meant by saying this. But yet when it comes to something that you have said out of your own fucking mouth, that you don't have a reason, it's because you never had one. You was mad, and when you mad, you say things you don't mean. And Melly's not falling for that. And calling you a liar is not as deep as you saying my mother is a pimp. So it's not gonna fly. Where did it come from? Melody said, I need liars to start owning their shit. That's what I need. In typical Destiny, she doesn't have a reason, she doesn't have an explanation, and her explanation is full of shit. She summed it up with saying that Miss Van is one of Melody's biggest influences, but if you was to hold her accountable, you become ostracized. But if you stay on her good side, don't call her out, it's profitable. So the whole point of it is that's pimping. That ain't pimping. What the fuck you talking about? I feel like you just described Martell because everybody has coddled and enabled Martell for his bad behavior because they don't want to make him mad because he can't expose the secrets he knows about them. You just described Tisha when she doesn't hold her mother accountable. You just described Miss Betty, which doesn't hold herself accountable. You just described Miss Marlene, when she doesn't hold her son accountable. Like, you described everybody else except for Mel, and that is a stupid ass explanation I've ever heard in my life. That's some straight bullshit. Straight bullshit. So Melody left it there. She didn't accept this. She left it there. And as moving forward, Destiny slaps Melody on the ass. Did y'all see that? Oh my God, Destiny. Yeah, no, absolutely not. No, that's not gonna work for me. Okay, it's really not. Small scene with Maurice and MJ. He makes up this scene to look as if he is trying to keep his son fit, doing his drills for football, making sure he's doing his prep work for his SATs and everything because this is his senior year. And he wants him to, get his head in the game, but also be mindful that you need to do your work so you can get to school. Because he said 90% of kids that are in high school go to college for free. I think that's what he meant, either academically or athletically. So let's get your grades up so you could end up getting a full ride to the college of your choice. He got a couple of colleges he wants to go to. And I didn't like the fact that he was just trying to stop his son from experiencing, different girls. I mean, look at you. You've dealt with different women in one night. So why are you trying to stop your son from having that experience? If you want to make sure he's protected, then get from that talk. Yeah, I'm sorry. This scene didn't do much for me because Maurice likes to present he's this consistent father. He's this, number one dad. I don't find it real. I don't find it real at all. Then I didn't like the fact that Maurice said in the beginning, while Kimmy's on vacation, they're not doing the dishes. They're gonna wait for Kimmy to come home to do the dishes. Asshole. And MJ, he is ready for Kimmy to come back home so she can make him something to eat. Even though he can make himself something to eat, but he's not going to be trapped into making himself something to eat as well as his father. But his father is willing to go and find him something to eat, but not include the fact that his son might be hungry. I don't have time. It's just like annoying and sad that you're not even caring about your son eating. Whatever. I'm moving on from there. We are back at the girls' trip. They're overseeing a beautiful area of the island, and they're going to have a sunset dinner where they can enjoy the sunset. And, it's been a nice trip. She's reflecting on how hard it was to host a trip of this caliber. I thought it was going to be difficult with the room assignment, but then that got cleared up and we got past a lot of things. I'm happy about it because I want us to have a good time. And wanting to have a good time, Shanita extends an apology for Tisha calling her an op. She says she wasn't trying to be mean or malicious. She thought it was a joke. She thought they were laughing and vibing. But at the end of the day, you don't know me, and I don't know you. So you couldn't have possibly have read or understood my energy being funny or being, goofy, what I'm saying? So I can see how you would took it, right? And Tisha accepted the apology and also extended one to Shanita for walking up on her, being aggressive because she should have said something the first time she heard the word ops. And because of her reaction, she didn't think nothing of it, but she is happy that they're able to move forward because she likes Shanita, she likes her vibe, like her energy, and that's all cool. All right, cool. I don't have nothing to say because I do agree that Tisha did have a right to defend herself. but I still agree with Shanita's assessment of Tisha. Um, so now, in the stake of moving forward, Destiny came back to the table after coming from the bathroom. She said it in a jokingly manner, but she was serious. She said, Stormy, you in my seat? Oh, you want this seat? Yeah, I want that seat. Okay, I will get up. Enjoy your seat. Girl, I said, Destiny, I know your ass is not telling Stormy to switch seats with you so you can sit next to Mel. I cannot. Both Kimmy and Sonny clocked it. Kimmy said they must have went down some type of road to be able to sit next to one another where it looks like old times, but it's not old times. Sonny said, I've never seen anybody running behind somebody like a wet puppy dog, waiting to just sit on someone else's lap to have their belly rubbed. Ooh, I cannot. It's very weird. And she believes it was a forced play on Destiny. It was a forced play. It was. It was a manipulation plan from the start. The trap was set. As soon as she got that hug, as soon as she got that understanding, as soon as she got that opening, everything was set. The plan was in motion. Whew, Lord. I really cannot. I swear, Destiny is like Martell. When Mel gives them an inch, they take a mile. I cannot. So while they're eating, Melody mentioned a conversation that she and Kimmy had about inviting the men on trips because Kimmy is so lost without Maurice. And she said it's better to have men on trips than women because she believes that men are able to uh, keep things light, keep things fun. They're able to resolve things, able to get things back in motion, and she just finds it a better plan or better way to enjoy a trip. And I'm looking at the screen. That's Kimmy. When did Marceau, Maurice, or any of the other men resolve issues while on a trip? If anything, they have initiated, instigated, and carried on problems on a trip. When have they solved a problem? And Melody, yeah, she probably got tired of Kimmy constantly complaining, constantly wondering about her man and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I don't think that men needs to be on this trip. I kind of prefer men without being on the trip because we didn't need men to help us navigate our issues. We were able to resolve our issues without the men. We were able to have a good time without the men here. We were able to do things without men being here. And of course, Kimmy, she didn't like it because she said, okay, do you. It's not my fault you want to take trips with girls. Yeah, I want to take trips with men. That's totally fine. But it's such a pick-me behavior though, Kimmy. Like, I don't think Kimmy liked the fact that Melody felt like I can have a good time without men being here. And I don't understand. I really don't, because you wanted to mention how she's had attention from the island boy and you haven't gotten that attention. You want to, brag about the fact that you can have this type of experience or you can get on this type of trip with Maurice and go ahead and have it. But will he ever do it? How long has it been since y'all had a trip? And I'm not talking about your anniversary trip that you shared with Tisha and Marceau. When was the last time Maurice actually took you on a trip? Because the way you jumped up for joy when you got invited to this trip, it was like you ain't gone nowhere. So for you to feel some type of way about Mel saying we don't need men to have a good time on this trip, and you don't. Listen, I'm a married woman myself. I've been happily married to my husband for 8 years, together for 10, and I love having my husband with me. But I'm also very secure that I can still have a great time even if my husband is not with me. I've taken trips without my husband, and I've had a good time. I don't need my husband to have a good time on this trip. My life is not dependent upon if my husband is there. Kimmy, your life is dependent upon Maurice's presence being there. But I cannot, girl. Typical pick-me behavior. Like, I can't do that. I can't, right? So, Sonny decides to piggyback off the opportunity of what Kimmy did by giving an apology to Destiny and said, I am sorry for the way things have transpired. I did not set out to hurt you. It was not out of malice. The midst of Sonny explaining everything to Destiny don't want to hear it. She is looking like a child. She's acting petty. She's like, bitch, what are you talking about? I ain't got time. Like, just the typical, like, annoyance that she's giving me. You've been begging for this woman to give you the attention that you want, and you don't want it? I don't have time for these games. Like, ugh. But at the end of the day, Sunny gave a very clear, to the point, precise apology, told her, I never want us to be like this. I never want us to be a back and forth. I don't want to be a back and forth of who said this and who did this. I want to be in a space where we're cordial, we're moving forward. That's all I want. Everybody appreciated, which is why she said it in front of everybody, because she didn't want to have a private conversation with Destiny. No doubt Destiny might have been over exaggerating the situation. She might have put a couple of words in there, mixed a situation up or two. That's why she said it to everybody. Destiny want to say it's bullshit. She did it for the sake of the group, and I don't believe it, because you're being called out. Your lies have been exposed. The receipts have been receding, and it's like, what you want from here? No, Destiny, no. That's not what it is. You cannot ostracize Sunny because you feel hurt, but at the end of the day, fine, feel hurt all you want to. But at some point, you have to move on. You have to let it go. The fact that she's already apologized to you and has spoken to you multiple times that I never meant for this to come out this way. I never meant for you to be hurt. I never meant for my happiness to be looked as your pain. I don't know how many times you can tell this to someone and they still don't want to hear it. At that point, you gotta stop saying shit. Like, Destiny holds grudges and then projects on other people like no other. I really cannot. So now, believing that we have ended things on a good note, Nell comes out of nowhere and mentions the millimeters. Mentions a moment that she got blasted by the millimeters, took it out on Mel, then realized Mel has no control over what her fans do. Then Stormy comes in and she says we are on a platform where we get too much hate. Melody said, well, this is a platform we've all agreed to be a part of, and that comes with scrutiny. People are going to like you. People are not going to like you. It is what it is. But Stormy believes that there needs to be a stand. Someone needs to make a stand, because she says she has told her mom publicly to not say certain things, to not do certain things, because we all know Miss Betty, Pitbull Betty, don't like Mel, and have constantly have expressed that in the Facebook groups, in her face. And Stormy says, I have told my mom to stop. When? Because your mom's still going. And I remember your words, Stormy. You said, I can't control my mama. My mama can do what she want to do. Mama's a very stubborn person. I can control my mama. So when did you tell your mother to stop? Because your mama's still going. And asking Mel, has she ever addressed anything? Melody said, I don't even address the situations I'm dealing with, because anything that I say, nobody is going to either agree with it, not agree with it. There's always going to be negative comments no matter what. Even in situations that I have a right to say, I don't say. So you can't hold me accountable for speaking on your situation if I don't even speak on mine. And when it comes to Tisha saying that millimeters have called businesses, have called this and that. No, Tisha, you are not included in this conversation. Your husband have admitted it was the church, it was the city that have called y'all to get y'all shut down, because things have been happening in regards to your business that a lot of people are not happy about. Same with Stormy. So Melody said, well, there were already business issues and business allegations being brought out that led to the opinions and the comments. And that's a fact. Like Tisha Marceau, y'all had an event and y'all used the church's parking lot that y'all didn't clean up, and y'all didn't have proper permission to do anything else. Like when Black closed, it was because of taxes that Marceau didn't pay. That wasn't millimeters, because who the hell has all that power to call someone's business to get shut down? Nobody has that type of power unless it's someone with legitimate reason and was able to back it up with multiple complaints and proof. Yeah, and same with you, Stormy. The same applies to you. You were already dealing with problems in your business that have led to people commenting on it, people complaining. Like, we've already seen it. You being on this show and also the character traits that you portrayed have caused a lot of people to not like you. Same with Tisha. People are not just going to like you because you don't like Mel. No, they're going to call you for the things you've done that have changed their perspective of you. Again, Stormy, you were already dealing with delayed shipping, people not getting their products, you not returning money, and you cussed out a customer and realized that she was a real customer, not a troll. You went on live and bribed her with a Gucci purse. Like, come on now. Problems were already probleming were already presented, and you're mad that they got revealed. Now, when it came to, believing that millimeters can call Target to get your product shut down, who the hell has the power to get through Target and say, put Canvas Beauty products off the shelf? We don't like her no more. Beyond, we didn't get to it, but I hope we can, about you getting your own warrant for your arrest when you decide to cuss Miss Black Titanic out. Yes, she showed up to your warehouse, but it was a warehouse of other businesses. She wants to know she can buy your products. You got afraid, got scared, ended up cussing the old lady out when she barely got out her car. And you was on live when you did it. So, yeah, look at yourself in this moment before you look at someone else to blame. And that's all this is. Y'all are looking for someone else to blame for mistakes y'all already made and when it comes to y'all business. So she wants to know, where do you stand? Melody said, I don't have to say shit because this is not my problem. You have to hold yourself accountable. Like I said, Stormy, there was already things happening in your business that people were already calling you out on. Same with Tisha. And yes, like she said, that's not her fault. That's what the internet's supposed to do. Internet are going to troll. They're going to do what they're going to do. When you sign up to make yourself a public figure, it comes with the scrutiny. It comes with it. Either roll with it or don't roll with it. But let me ask you this, though, Stormy. You want to talk about Melody's fans are toxic. They like to kill, destroy, whatever you said. But you've been paying a certain content creator high number of super chats where he's attacking other content creators in regards to liking Mel, defending Mel, and this man's been on a spree of talking cashman and shit about Mel, and you ain't said shit. So you can't hold that same power over Mel if you're not doing it when you attach yourself to someone who makes a point to do it. But it pretty much ended from there. But like I said, the whole storyline of y'all using Melody's fans as a way to absolve issues that were already presented is capped to me. Y'all can't keep on using Melody as a scapegoat for y'all to escape discussing your problems when you guys are already having them. It was already happening. Y'all got mad that it got exposed, and since you're on a reality show, you have to talk about it. But y'all don't want to talk about it because it's going to end up leading more to the fault that y'all don't want to admit. Y'all don't want to admit y'all made a mistake. Y'all want to say it was the fans. It was Melody's fans. I don't have time. I really don't, right? But that was pretty much the first episode of the girls trip. I am annoyed with the whole Stormy Tisha thing. I'm annoyed with that, and I need Destiny to let it go. And I need her to let it go for real, okay? But y'all, that's it. This is all I have. Please stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.